alarms go off when I enter the building.
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Dallas Mavericks. And so off the tip, it's New York. A look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies get. In possession. And so it's Memphis with it. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Knicks with the rebound. And we know that Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark, all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
First personal foul.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
Now here's Conley. Now here's Gasol. Here's Randolph. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
Oh, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
Randolph a screen. And a wide open look for Lee. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Anthony with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Anthony. Cannot hit. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Conley. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Gasol dishes to Allen. And it's Randolph with the jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Porzingis. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Now, here's Randolph. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
He dishes it to Anthony. Here's Porzingis, defended by Gasol. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6.
The D was all over him. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal. With a D-League team, which you think is going to help them?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is Iowa Energy. They're a sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And for Memphis and the D-League, they made the most of it. Sent 3 players for a total of 14 assignments with the Energy. And that's how you make the most of an affiliate.
Here's Gasol. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, considering the Grizzlies and their D-League partnership, it really makes sense for the franchise. Memphis has always been a place where they grow their own talent. A lot of good players have come out of Memphis. Not a lot of big names signed in free agency by the Grizzlies.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Marc Gasol, surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And so Gasol nails them both. And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Woo. Info and entertainment.
And the Knicks with possession here. Now the pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
That one misses. Memphis trailing here. Gasol's in the post. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
That free throw good from Gasol. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Here's Galloway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Randolph sets a screen for Conley. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
Now here's Lee. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Gasol is screen on a Flalo. Gasol is doubled.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Anthony kicks to Lopez. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Conley kicks to Allen. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Lee left side. Gasol inside. Lopez is there. And Gasol gets it to go.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Galloway kicks to Williams. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Now here's Gasol. He has 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gasol's got 8 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Green, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Aflalo, looking for his first basket still in this one.
You know, guys, Memphis walks through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead.
Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Lee outside.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. And guys, Memphis would lose 2 of their 3 games at home against Golden State. So things got tough with the Conley injury and missing Tony Allen as well. But they did put up a good fight, ultimately, though, falling in 6 games to the Warriors.
Now here's Anthony. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Galloway, the pass to Carmelo. Misses from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Green. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
So it's the Knicks now. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Here's Galloway, covered by Conley. Outside Anthony. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Conley. Lee outside. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. The Knicks pull it in. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Inside, Williams. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
So for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Anthony. Vujicic comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Tony Allen. Adams, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Now, here's O'Quinn, and he uses the glass on the layup. O'Quinn's got his first basket of the night.
Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. He's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And so here is New York after Memphis gets the three. Picked by Williams. Grant kicks to Williams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Right with a screen on Grant. And here is Chalmers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Barnes kicks to Wright. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were around, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Memphis known for how tough they are at home, but they were equally tough, Clark, on the road last season.
Yeah, grit and grind travels well, Kevin. I mean, even on the road, they were able to force teams to play at their pace.
Now, here's Chalmers. To the inside. Adams outside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Good on the shot. Green's got 5.
And, guys, consistency always a key for the Grizzlies. And when you talk of consistency, how about having the same field goal percentage, whether away or at home?
Fires from 18. Williams, that's good. He's got 8.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wright sets a screen for Chalmers. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Chalmers. Here's Adams. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Adams has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Memphis. Grant kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Grant. 4 seconds left. Stolen by Chalmers. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Knicks lead. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Memphis, Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Smith is out there with Carter, and it's Barnes in the 3 spot. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Anthony. Four on the clock. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Smith dishes to Randolph. Smith on the wing. Back to Randolph. The jump hook. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Randolph's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Grant against Smith. Lopez a screen. Here's Porzingis. Another shot. And it's Lopez laying it in. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Smith kicks to Randolph. Plays it up and banks it in. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Lopez a screen. Here's Porzingis. He has 7. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And the Knicks making a change here. Aflalo's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Matt Barnes. Five to shoot. And it's Aflalo penetrating. That's good.
You know, watching Aaron Aflalo, incredible form on his jumper. Excellent mid-range shooter who's made himself into one of the league's better three-point shooters, too.
Picked by Randolph. Gasol with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's the screen. That's a 2 from Lee. The rebound by Grant.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Smith outside. Randolph kicks to Smith for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Aflalo. Outside Anthony. The kick out to Aflalo. Lee with the steal. Smith against Grant. Smith the pass to Carter. Memphis moving it around. Down low. Here's Randolph. And that's going to be a travel. Langston Galloway's checked in for New York. The Knicks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. The pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Randolph. Smith with it. Carter kicks to Randolph. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
The drive by Anthony. The rebound by Carter.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
Smith kicks to Randolph. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Porzingis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Randolph. It's stolen by Smith. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Now Conley. Pass to Martin. Shot clock at 5. No good off the front iron.
And not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Back to Aflalo. To the paint. Here's Anthony. It's good. This game is all even. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Here's Galloway, over by Conley. And again, it's Carmelo Anthony. Anthony's got 12.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it. And it became clear that thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Passes it to Porzingis. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 6 assists now in the game.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
And stolen by Aflalo. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Offensive rebound. O'Quinn. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Anthony. And it's Vujicic in for Aaron Aflalo. Martin the screen. They need this one. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Some changes for Memphis. Jeff Green is checked in for Martin. Barnes comes in for Allen. And it's Adams in for Mike Conley. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Galloway. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Vujacic dishes to O'Quinn. 5 to shoot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Barnes kicks to Chalmers. Now here's Green. Defense right on him. Boom, he jams it straight down.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Well, I tell you, I would have preferred to see a little more resistance from the defense on that play, though, guys.
Vujacic the pass to Serafin. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Serafin's got his first bucket of the night. Now here's Chalmers. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here's Galloway. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Vujacic. Here's O'Quinn. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the Knicks making a change here. Grant's checked in. .114 left here in the second. Kicks it to Vujacic. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Vujacic has got the lead up to 6 now for New York.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Williams a screen on Chalmers. Grant against Chalmers. Grant down low. Banked in off the glass. Grant's got his first points in this one.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Green. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And Chalmers kicks to Green. And here's Barnes for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out front, up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
So far in the game for Anthony, 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
They've got a follow. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Kicks it out to Allen. 6 to shoot. Outside Conley. Goes back up. And Gasol lays it in. Gasol's got the first points of the second half here for the Grizzlies.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Anthony dishes to Lopez. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. So part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Gasol kicks to Lee. No good on the 3.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Allen against Anthony. The pass to Porzingis. No good. Some solid defense from Randolph. The Grizzlies trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Conley gets to Gasol. Good D by Lopez.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Randolph a screen. Conley kicks to Randolph. With the shot. Bank shot. No good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and, of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game. and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Here's Conley.
And guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Allen passes to Lee. They need this.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
New York calls timeout. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers even though he still plays under the rim.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Averaged a double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
They set the pick. Porzingis passes to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
That's good. Aflalo's got 5 points so far.
And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat.
Lee outside. Anthony with the block. And they're able to recover.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Here's Aflalo. Rejected by Gasol. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10 and 31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Stolen by Allen. Conley kicks to Allen. Gasol setting the pick for Allen. Back to Conley. Now the feed to Randolph. The Knicks pull it in.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout-out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
And it's Conley penetrating. And finished off by Gasol.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
So New York ends up going with the new group. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Green, he's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Tony Allen. Carter, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. Williams can't hit.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Grant outside. Dishes to Williams. The stupendous finish in traffic. Williams has got 10 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Stolen by O'Quinn. Outside Williams. Grant outside. Picked by Williams. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead has got back down to single digits and a much-needed basket there from Green. And here is Grant. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Right wing. And O'Quinn kicks to Vujicic. There's the 3. Shot by Serafin. No good. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Kings. Green in the post. Covered by Vujicic. Green, no luck. New York leading by 9. To the right side. It's stolen by Carter. And it's Memphis on the break. Chalmers dishes to Green. He kicks to Gasol. Feeds to Chalmers. Green, the pass to Barnes. Back to Green. Green missing again. Knicks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. No good from Grant. The Grizzlies trail by 9. And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator. He's an agitator. and he's a team player, I think, at the core. Everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
Williams kicks to O'Quinn. Shot to end this cold run. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Chalmers with it. Now defended by Grant. Chalmers dishes to Gasol. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen-type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnovers.
Zinkis is checked in for New York. 1:09 left to play in the third.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Right, the pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant. The Knicks leading by 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Porzingis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Smith outside. Here's Martin. No good on that last second attempt there. And well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. New York leading by 8. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Chalmers is out there with Adams. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Green. And it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Galloway. Anthony nowhere around. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Vince Carter picks one up.
68.
Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Carter. There's the dish to Green. Shot clock at 3. Lopez with the steal.
Blocking foul. Mario Chalmers. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Lopez a screen. Anthony with room to shoot. And it's Wright sending it back. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Ball stolen. Anthony against Wright. Outside Anthony. And it's Wright sending it back. They get it back. 4 on the shot clock. And Chalmers kicks to Wright. Puts it up from 15. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Carter. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Lopez. That's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that one's good.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Galloway. Down low. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Barnes comes in for Vince Carter. And Smith subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Smith outside. He dishes it to Adams. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And for Wright, being traded twice, he's one of those players that is so efficient, but in small doses. So really the ultimate bench guy to come in and give you minutes in the post.
Martin's checked in for Memphis.
You know, I think that will ultimately be Wright's role going forward. A great bench option. Despite all the trades, last year he was still extremely efficient as a scorer.
Here's Martin. Got a hand on it. And they're able to recover. They recover it. Here's Wright. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
The drive by Anthony. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pass to Barnes. All sorts of time. And the rebound goes to Lopez. New York leading by 10. Galloway, the pass to Carmelo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And now it's 27 points for Carmelo Anthony. Smith outside. To the middle. Here's Martin. Another miss by Martin.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. Anthony left side. Inside. And the dunk by Lopez.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
And the second free throw, good. New York leading by 13. Here's Galloway. Pass to Carmelo. To the inside. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
When you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Wright sets a screen. Now here is Smith. Defense is right there. And it's blocked.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half, doing a much better job. And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked. And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector, just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Martin with the bucket.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Anthony against Barnes. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. He feeds it to a Flowers. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Here's Anthony. Kick out to Aflalo. Just 5 on the clock. O'Quinn gets it to go from 18 feet away.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Back to Aflalo. Pass to Carmelo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Anthony's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's an 18-point game. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. A nice shot by Gasol.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Galloway kicks to O'Quinn. To the paint. Trying to get open is Lopez. The shot's good from O'Quinn. And the Knicks lead by 18.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Randolph. No luck. And New York the other way now.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
At the line for two.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Lopez with the steal. The 11-footer. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Allen. Pushing it up. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Knicks rebound. The Grizzlies trailed by 20. Lee with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Conley, the pass to Randall. It's rebounded by New York. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 35 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Here's Conley. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Galloway. Kicks to Anthony. Shot off the screen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot making gives you a chance to do that.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Randolph kicks to Conley. Buries the long-range jumper.
For 3.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Zach Randolph gets up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Anthony. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Double team on Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards of those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. Williams kicks to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Gasol with the steal. Conley dishes to Gasol.
That's his first personal foul.
The first one falls.
Mark Gasol. 2 shots.
Gasol drops 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poked away. Nobody near Allen. No good there. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.